Everything that everybody has been taught has been based on the seven-centered being. Everything. The religions, the philosophies, the this and that, all that stuff. We are nine-centered beings. We are a mutation. It is something we have to come to grips with right away. We are a mutation. And the main part of that mutation is the fact that we can have the opportunity to grasp that we are a binary consciousness. This is us. We are a microcosm of this great dualistic principle that drives the biverse. The microcosm is us. We are a binary consciousness. This is new. This is new in the sense that there are human beings that are actually at a point where they're ready to grasp that and to fulfill what it is. We have a planet that is nine-centered, that's living under seven-centered propaganda. There isn't anything that is in the world today that actually belongs to us. It doesn't. Not something that is emerged out of what we are as a binary consciousness. See, everything about the seven-centered being was mind. It's how they went from the trees, to Park Avenue. Mind. And everything that was plowed under in front of that movement. The blood and the violence and all of it. Mind. The killer monkeys. Killer monkeys with an agenda. Killer monkeys focused on their strategic advantage. Killer monkeys caught up in the Darwinistic whole rat race of life. Winners and losers. Haves and have-nots. All mind. And everything about living in that world, mind. It's not who we are. It's not who we are. We are objects. We are objects moving in space. Everything about being here on this plane is that this is where the material illusion manifests, right here. And we have the best equipment. Up to date. Stamp 1781, brand new model. Nine-centered vehicle, very cool. Uranian body. See, what we've got in the world is we've got neo-seven-centered consciousness. That's what we have. Don't know how to live in these bodies. Don't know that it means that in this life now, until you get into your 40s, you're still a child. You're still a child. We have a different life. We do. The flowering in this life is post-Chiron. You gotta get to 50 before you even learn enough to be able to take advantage of what it is to be here on this plane. And we got all this seven-centered pressure on everyone. Do it fast. Do it right away, You got all these people at 40, they think it's midlife crisis. Not midlife crisis. It's the Uranian body kicking in and saying, how come you think that life is over when we're supposed to be starting now? And the only possibility that we have within the grips of this program is if we find a way to be able to navigate uniquely. See, when the forces gave me this knowledge, they gave a key to get past all the mumbo-jumbo, to get rid of all that seven-centered spirituality that isn't worth anything to us, to get to a place where we discover what is in fact our divinity, if you want to use that language. First and foremost, we have to come to grips in the binary consciousness with what those different forms of filtering really mean. When we look at the design side, what we are looking at is literally the consciousness that is designed to run the vehicle. Run the vehicle. The personality is a secondary thing. The personality is not important. See, personalities think they are important. You know, the not-self personality thinks it's really important. You know? It thinks it's so important because it controls its life. It's not important. It's only a hindrance. It only gets in the way because you do not live your life here. You live it in the form. See, everything about the seven-centered being, when you look out at the world that we live in, and you look out at the liberal way in which we look at the world and the things that we don't like, all of those things came from the seven-centered being. It came from a world that was ruled by mind, where nobody truly has an opportunity to be able to step for a moment out of the thrall of the program, to be able to do something the seven-centered being couldn't do. Form a bond through consciousness. It is what we are about. Mechanics is an amazing thing. This knowledge has never been spiritual for me. I don't understand that kind of vanity. The vanity that pursues spirituality. It seems, well, quite mad to me. How can you be spiritual until you can live in this plane correctly? How is that possible? How is that possible? I mean, I know that people can repeat mantras. I know how easy it is for human beings to be propagandized. But the vanity to assume that one can pursue spirituality when one cannot live correctly on this plane. You know, we long ago lost our connection to life. To life. It's so artificial through the mind. It's only when your body starts making decisions for you that you begin to sink into the grounding, that it brings you deep, deep, deep into this Maya. We're not here to run away. You know, I'm not a Buddhist. I'm not ready to run away. I don't believe the form. I want to get the hell out of here. I know what's out of here. Nothing. This is the movie. You know, so, you can have a good movie, you can have a lousy movie. You have an opportunity to have your movie, nobody else's. I'm not here to be sheep. Nine-centered beings are not sheep. We are not followers. This is not what we're here for. We are here to learn, to take advantage of our knowledge and move on, to find our truth, the uniqueness, that expression.